Welcome to my channel, Chemistry's Consciousness channel. I apologize for the delay, but I want to get on here and I want to get started as quickly as possible. So, the demon of narcissism. This is a very real thing. When I say the demon of narcissism, I don't want you to think in any way am I trying to be cute or trying to be funny about explaining to you all that narcissism is a demon. They are unlike regular people. These particular people have a background where they have an arrested development at the very, very young ages, 2 or 3, because of abuse. Now, I don't want to make light of this. I don't want to um, make it sound like I'm giving the narcissist a pass, because I'm not. We all come into this existence with free will, and understanding that we have free will, we have the right to choose the right way as well as the wrong way to behave with people. Narcissists choose, because of their abuse, they choose the wrong way to see people. Their brain is not functioning in a way that normal people's brains functions. Okay? So the way that I'm going to start this out, because it is a very sensitive subject, as I have experienced narcissistic abuse from my family members, my mother, both of my sisters, whom I grew up with, and then later on in life from men that I've dated, because these were the energies that were in my energy field, that were a part of who I was. Um, in addition to that, when we are around narcissistic people, and I want to explain a little bit more about narcissistic people. Narcissistic people have been abused in their childhood. They were neglected. Their parents did not care for them. They did not love them. You know, the things people do to abuse people. Okay? So bear with me while I get this message out, because this is a message I have been working on all day that the Most High God wanted me to deliver to you all. And it's so important for me to get it out, and to get it out in a way that you can understand and perceive. So the first thing about a narcissist is they are completely in love with themselves. There's a huge ego connected to being a narcissist. They believe that they are the most important thing in their life as well as everyone else's life and in the world. Okay? So when you are around a narcissist, what they do is they want you to give them all the attention and they give you no attention. The narcissist has an inflated sense of their ego, believing that they are better than other people. Now, this is where the twist comes in. They're possessed by dark forces, by dark entities. They are not okay. So when you recognize that you are around a narcissist, the best thing for you to do is to cut all contact with them and never look back. Because they have a way, because they are connected with dark forces, dark entities, demons, that even if you separate yourself from them, they have a way spiritually to connect with you and to attempt to drain you of your life force energy, leaving you a shell of a man or a woman that you used to be because they have put their talents in you and they are sucking out your energy, your good energy, because they are empty vessels. Now, think about an empty vessel. It's never filled. It's never, nothing that you can ever do will fill it. It's never ending. So when we try to rationalize with narcissistic people, when we try to be more understanding and help them through their trauma, they are not interested in that. They are interested in using your life force energy to sustain them. If it's not you, it's going to be someone else because no um, they have no boundaries, they have no lines, and they are willing to do anything to get attention at all costs. Now, if someone is around a narcissist and that other person is getting more energy, that narcissist is going to attack. They're going to attack them because in a narcissist's mind, they only want to get the attention. They don't want anybody else to get attention. They don't want anybody else to get love. They don't want anybody else to feed their family. They don't want anybody else to like anyone else. So they go out in all costs to keep other people from being human. Okay. Let's see. I'm looking at my notes because this has been a very, very draining day to get this message out. The narcissists have surrendered their will to possession by evil forces, by evil entities, by demons. Okay. Now, how do you recognize a narcissist? Narcissists use attention like a drug. They crave attention from a very, very deep level because they didn't get it as a child. So they are stuck at a very, very early age, at the age that, when babies are 2 or 3 year olds where they only think about themselves. I want it. It's mine. It's mine. It's mine. I want it. They don't want to share. That's where the 51-year-old narcissist acts. They act like that. They act like a little child. They're emotionally stuck because they want all the attention. And if anyone else around them gets any type of attention, they're going to attack them. Okay. Um, okay. Sorry about that. Let's see. The narcissist creates a pretend version of themselves, and this is what makes them so dangerous. The pretend version, they inflate their ego and they create a pretend version, a version that people can love and people can respect and people can honor and people can like and love. That is the persona they put on up front. But behind the scenes, behind their eyeballs, within their bodies, they are demonic beings that will go to any length to kill, to steal, and to destroy anyone that they become jealous of, whether it's male or female, whether they're male or female. It could be a male jealous of another male, it could be a female jealous of another female, or it could be a male jealous of a female. It's very odd, but we are dealing with a demon. They have dysfunctional personalities. They are typically sociopaths because they have split personalities. They tend to be people that other people love in the community, but behind closed doors, these are the people that are abusing those people around them. and the people around them are afraid to say anything because they're being abused. This kind of goes into the Stockholm syndrome, where you want to protect your abuser. That's not the way to do it, because that's what they want. To um, they want to have power over other people. They talk about people behind their back. They defame their character. They're huge liars. They are even murderers. I mean, physical murder. Um, One thing that I've mentioned in one of my videos, I have some very close people that I love dearly that have been in prison and that have murdered people. However, their murders were justified. They were defending themselves, they were defending someone they loved. Um, but the narcissist, they will murder someone just because they're jealous. These people are very, very dangerous. These are not the people that you can play with, because they don't function and they don't think like regular people. All they want is all the attention on them, and they're willing to do anything to get attention. They're empty vessels. They need attention to function. If they don't have attention to function, that's when it gets crazy. That's when they put out this, um, I'm trying to think of what they call it other than gang stalkers. They try to get a lot of people to go against one person because it's all about the power and the attention that they're getting from the flying monkeys. Now, the flying monkeys are the people that have around them that will do anything for them, although this person never does anything in return. He makes the people around him his servants, and they don't even know it. That's the most unfortunate part. They're clueless. But the thing about that is, typically, the people that he makes his flying monkeys are people that have been in narcissistic relationships within their family dynamics. Okay, this goes deep, y'all. And like I said, this has been kind of draining for me today, but I know that this is something the Most High God wants me to talk about. Um, their gratification comes from the false self. They create this false persona of who they are, that they are honored, that they are accepted, that they're respected, that people give them credit for achievements that they've made. It really puts me in the mind of a psychopath that is a police officer during the day, but he has children and women in his basement abusing them at night. These are the people that we're dealing with. This is a narcissistic demon. There's no other way to put it. They cannot be rehabilitated. They have a seared consciousness. God has seared their consciousness because he was not able to find any good in them. So the people with a soft and kind heart, you can't try to rehabilitate these people. All they're going to do is abuse you and throw you away like a piece of trash, like a piece of bubblegum wrapper. That's just how they are. That is their genetic makeup at this point. Now, the interesting thing about this is the dark entities that live within them, they torture them. So in turn, the narcissist tortures other people that they target. They target specific people for specific reasons. The first group of people the narcissist will target are those that have status, those that will make them look better in the eyesight of the world. They won't abuse them, but they want to be in their vicinity so that they can have this air of importance. Okay? The second group of people the narcissist will be around are the flying monkeys. The flying monkeys are the groupies that are around him that just want to be around them because they're in a movie or they're in a TV show or they are popular or they have clout. That's the only reason why the flying monkeys want to be around them because they feel important being around this particular person. Now, the third type of person is the person they look to abuse. And typically, like I said, it is people that come from an abusive home, that they are accustomed to being in the energy of a narcissistic abuser. What they do to the victim, I really don't want to call them victim because I was in that position and I'm not a victim. What I did is I took the time to sit with myself to find out what it was about me that attracted such a heinous demon. We have to ask ourselves these very difficult questions, and this is called shadow work, where we want to know what is it about me that attracted this demon. So when you do that, you get to the point, and it takes you typically back to your family. Back to your family. Being in an abusive family and not even knowing you were being abused because this is all that you know. I want to release you guys from this as far as feeling guilt and feeling shame because you're survivors. You're survivors of narcissistic abuse. And this is a very, very deep abuse because it's not something that you can see, it's something that you experience spiritually and emotionally. And it's not something that you can easily explain. That's why it's so dark and evil because it's a psychological warfare. But you can get through it because I got through it and I found myself, which was a beautiful, loving, kind, sharp woman that is nothing like the demons. You'll find out that you're nothing like the demons. You will have to fight the demon energy that was injected into you on purpose because these narcissistic people, they are tortured. They are not able to be set free. Now, the survivors have an opportunity to set themselves free, but you have to go no contact with these demons. You can you can't deal with them on any level because they are that toxic. They are toxic. Their energy around them is so toxic. When you get around a narcissistic person, their energy might make your car go flat, the tire go flat, or the car not work because their energy is so toxic. Things in your life will just not work because their energy is toxic. Okay, let's see. They are unable to truly relate to humanity. They look at people in their lives as objects. They look at people as what can I get from her? What can I get from him? How can I use her? How can I use him? These people are beyond repair. The best thing that you can do is to cut them out of your life altogether. And this puts me in the mind of a Bible verse where there's a demon that was walking near the shore. And Jesus walked by, and the demons saw him because they know his energy signature, the aura. We all carry auras. And they said to Jesus, they cried out to Jesus and said, it was in a man. He was chained up, and they cried out to Jesus and said, don't kill us. Let us go in those pigs. Just don't kill us. And Jesus banished them to the pigs, and the pigs ran into the ocean. Now, the reason that this reminds me of this Bible verse is because narcissistic people are unable to be healed. Period. They can't be healed. They have a severed mind. The Lord has let them go. The Lord has released them. That's why they have legions of demons in them, not just one demon, not just two demons. We all have these negative energies and these negative forces in us. However, narcissists have legions of demons that are torturing them at all times. And their purpose is to torture other people around them. And that's just what I really want to get through to you guys. Um, the way that you can tell who a narcissist is they are attention hungry. They will do anything for attention. Anything for attention. You know, it puts me in a mind of somebody that can't really sing, but they like to bust out singing because I think they can sing, but really they can't. And everybody kind of looks at each other thinking, does he really think he can sing, but really he can't? I digress. Let's see. You can define a narcissist as someone who likes to treat others like dirt and ruin their reputation. The main thing with narcissists is you have to stand up for yourself and let them know that they have really no power. The reason that I started this channel is because I was in a relationship, if you want to call it that, with someone exactly like this, a narcissist. Very, very thirsty. I don't, I, I even wish I never got into that relationship, but this was part of my destiny so that I can share with the collective how to unhook yourself from this demon. It's a demon, and this demon hangs around other demons. And what these other demons try to do is they try to tear people apart spiritually and emotionally. But you have the spirit of the Most High God on your side. They don't, because they can't. God has released them from his experience. No matter how much they cry out, God will not answer their prayer, because God has already searched their heart and their soul, and he saw that there was no good in them. So he severed their mind and gave it over to the devil, Lucifer, Satan, whichever one you want to pick. Okay? Um, they like to ruin other people's reputation when they are truly the worst type of person you could ever run into. There's no other type of person that you can run into worse than a narcissist. Anyone that has been released from God, he released them because he couldn't find any good in them. You won't be able to find any good in them either. So um, they want grandiosity. They want people to look at them like there's something special and something amazing. Yes, we are all special. We are all amazing. But where the problem comes in is the narcissist doesn't want anybody else to get attention but them. It's really crazy. It's very odd to think that you're the only person in the world that should get attention, or you're the only person in your friend group that should get attention, or you're the only person at your job that should get attention from other people. They are so jealous. They're jealous to the core of their being. It's a scary thing. It's a very scary thing. What narcissists like? Narcissists like to have power over people. Narcissists like to make people believe that they are one thing when they're actually another. Narcissists like to um, cut the legs from under people. The evil, the vile. Oh, it's just bad. It's just really bad. They want to seem like they're powerful when actuality they are weak. And how do we know that they're weak? Is because they surrendered their will to demonic forces because they did not believe that they had any power. So they chose to surrender to demonic forces because they believe that the demonic forces would give them power, which they do. The demonic forces gives them a type of power, but the power that they give them is the torment that the demons give to the narcissist, and then the narcissist in turn gives it to those people around them. That's why it's so important to teach yourself as well as your children to recognize how you feel around people, because the spirit of God within us tells us, no, this is not a good person to be around. No, 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 no. See, if I had been raised in a way to connect with my spirit, I would have recognized this narcissist person. But that was not my path to take. I had to take the road less traveled in order to be the woman that I am today, whom I love and I'm grateful for. Let me think about let me share with you some other things about a narcissist. They will exploit children. They will want to hurt children because they don't have any boundaries of how to act humanly and kindly to other people. So when you recognize a narcissist, not only do you need to cut ties with them, you also need to, not only do you need to cut ties with them for yourself, but you need to cut ties with them for your children, because this is how narcissists are created. Okay? It's because of the abuse at early stages, regardless to whether it's your husband, regardless to whether it's your wife, regardless to whether it's somebody you love. They're going to drag you through the dirt and through the mud, and it's not an easy thing to remove the evil talents spiritually from you. It's not easy, and most people don't do it. Thanks be unto God, I did it, and I reached my destiny. I reached my calling, and I connected with the Most High in a way that um, I don't have to ever worry about being approached by a narcissist anymore because I don't carry that energy signature. One of the things most people do not want to do is to separate themselves from the world and go into themselves and find out, why did I attract such a heinous human being? Everybody doesn't attract that. So when you recognize that people around you are toxic, you don't have to take on that toxicity, but I would recommend that you do look at yourself and find out, where is the root that is coming from that is attracting this person to me? Because I do not want to attract anything like that ever in my life. Regardless to what it is I see in me, I'm going to release it, because that type of human being, never again do I want them in my energy. Even if I'm at a restaurant and I feel like I'm around a narcissist, I will excuse myself and go to another restaurant. I don't want to be around anyone that has an energy signature like the people that I have known in my past. I know their energy signature. I know how they act. They have a grandiose self image of themselves. They have a huge ego, and all they talk about is their money, their career, their success, what they would do and what they wouldn't do, like they're coming from a place of honor and integrity, when all along they're evil and sadistic. These are two personalities in one person. They have a deep darkness within that is unquenchable. These things are spoken about in the Bible. And so if you are working through a narcissistic abuse, I would recommend picking up your Bible, looking up Bible verses about the pigs. It'll tell you about the story I told you earlier. Um, the seared mind, the seared consciousness, where God has allowed dark energies to take over someone's consciousness. And when your consciousness is taken over by evil, then your heart is also taken over by evil, because your heart and mind should be in coherence in order to be of sound mind. And I hope you guys please um, give me a like, subscribe, and share, because this message needs to be shared all over the world about these dark, evil, narcissistic demons that have come into society and have literally taken over. Because what they want to do is to trauma bind you. Once they trauma bond you, they want to put you on the shelf and then come back and pick you up again when they get good and ready, and traumatize you again and put you on the shelf and go find somebody else and traumatize you again. But you, because you're on this video, because you've watched this video, because you're listening to this video, you will not be a victim of a narcissist ever again. I speak that into existence, that your energy field is covered and protected from those dark demonic energy beings. Let's see. Um, they're very hostile in nature. They're fueled by evil. They're fueled by stealing other people's power, and you have no clue that they're doing it. It's a spiritual thing. It's a spiritual aspect that they are taken over by dark negative energies, demons. Demons know things. Demons are thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of years old. Now you may be looking at a 25-year-old, 35-year-old, 45-year-old, 51-year-old demon, but within them, they're thousands and thousands of years old. They know things that the regular person does not know, and they know how to put their talons in your soul, or better yet, in the void that your family created for you to suck your life force energy. Ultimately, some of the things they want you to do is to take your own life. Now, this is the psycho the psychopath of a narcissist, is that they are intending for you to take your own life, but they will post on Facebook um, in support of those who committed suicide. These are very fragmented, toxic human beings, but they're not just human beings. They're more so demons with a meat suit on, with a body. They're demons with a body. I want you guys to get this. They are demons with a body. Demons that are thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of years old. Just like the Bible says, they roam to and fro to see who they can devour. These are the demons that the Bible is speaking about. They're not they're not necessarily look like demons. They look like people, but they're powered by thousands and thousands year old demons. So, how do you release from these demons? You use everything they send your way as a step to your higher self. You have to raise your vibration and become more and leave the energy that they're in. They have pulled you into a very low frequency by how they've treated you in order to yield power over you. Everything that they say to you, everything that they do to you, you use it as a step to get to the Most High God, to get to your higher self. And that's how you disconnect from a demon. Don't answer their phone calls. If you see them somewhere at the grocery store, go the other way. Um, no matter what, do no contact. Absolutely no contact, because you're not dealing with a human person. You're dealing with a demon in a meat suit. Okay? If you are able to have no contact and use whatever they sent your way, like if they said, you just don't have enough money, then you need to work on your money. Use that as a step, because the thing about it is, whatever you're wanting from that person, first you have to give it to yourself, so that you're not looking outside of yourself for approval, that you approve yourself, that you love yourself, that you don't mind spending time by yourself because you're good company, that you feed yourself good food, that you go and exercise, that you go and get some good sun, that you take yourself on a vacation. You don't need nobody to make you feel good. That's how you get rid of a demon, because demons are tortured souls in low vibration. In order to separate yourself from them, you become better, and then they become your footstool. I hope this helped you guys. I will be back soon to share more about the narcissist demon. Cut all contact off from them. They have nothing to give you. So, as I like to say, I wish you well. I wish you so much love. I wish you abundance. I wish you divine protection. I wish you great wisdom from the Most High God. And I think I said this already, but abundance and wealth. I will talk with you guys soon, and I hope this helps you.